Well, get ready for a night of bravery. An event is coming up that will provide free hyperbaric treatments for veterans diagnosed with PTSD or traumatic brain injury. Here to tell us more about the event and all about these vital treatments for veterans is Ed Girolamo with HBOT4Heroes. Hey, Ed, great to have you on the program this morning. Listen, the suicide stats among our veterans are heartbreaking. 44 veterans a day take their own lives, which is why these hyperbaric treatments are so vital. How do these treatments work?
Thank you, Ken, and I appreciate bringing the awareness to the general public is that hyperbaric oxygen is a powerful anti-inflammatory. And a lot of the veterans and individuals that are suicidal are dealing with a lot of inflammatory issues in the brain and even throughout their body. And so that inflammation condition very often prevents them from being able to get a decent night's sleep. And you know how it is when, we're all a little tired and, we sort of get maybe grumpy. These guys have had bad sleeps in some cases since the Vietnam War. And hyperbaric oxygen eliminates that inflammation. And so the brain gets a chance to heal and they essentially get their lives back. And we've seen that time and time again. I'd say it's about 100% effective. We like to go with 98% because there's always that potential for an outlier, but I think it's pretty straightforward, very clear. Traumatic brain injury causes inflammation, and certainly the stress and the requirements of the warfighter are extreme, and so you find it's about 2.5 times the rate of the general public as far as suicide is concerned, and so getting rid of that inflammation is key. It's essentially a gene therapy. So it regulates 40% of our genes. So this gene therapy is so powerful that it helps with that inflammation.
And so many of our veterans don't seek the help that they need. How do you convince veterans to get this treatment that could be so helpful for their healing?
Well, so a big part of our program, HBOT4Heroes, is to provide them free treatments because they can be very expensive and often not provided. In the state of North Carolina, the state assembly has stepped up and provided some resources for those treatments. And so reaching out to the veteran organizations and just bringing awareness to the veterans, if there's any message that we could get out to them, and I appreciate, WRAL helping, is that if a veteran is suffering from any sort of, PTSD or potential PTSD, don't be so tough. Come in and get the treatments. We see guys from the special forces, even active duty guys, getting the treatments and seeing tremendous benefit from it. So reach out if you know someone that is suffering from any sort of issues with sleep as a result of some of the injuries that they sustained while serving our country. I think it's important to get them in and just bring them aware of that there's potential for hope. Number one, a lot of them lose hope, and they give up, and unfortunately, too many are succumbing to the thought of suicide and actually committing it.
What we want our veterans to do is to lose hope because the treatment is available. Ed, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Ken.
Calendar, Friday, March 1st, an evening of hope, 5:30.